Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Mashinky. Now hopefully you guys have seen my video by now on the TWNR Railroad, which is on a lovely little early access game called Railroads Online. And you can draw comparisons with it to Derail Valley. It's got a similar kind of feel, but the advantage is you build your own routes. You're not tied to what the game gives you, essentially. But if you haven't seen that, if you take a look in the top right hand corner of your screen, give this video a pause, go have a watch of that, and then come back. But anyway, moving on to what we're doing here today. Well, first things first, we've got another upgrade to do here. We've got the materials to do it. So I think that should go like that. That's our 2 extensions. And we can collect our reward. Brings us to our next one. We've still got 2 more towns to deliver food to. So we'll get the game started and go and have a look. First of all, where is our Muncie Farms? Let's just have a look at this station, because of course this will tell us where we've got trains running to. So Glasgow, Kirkcaldy, Muncie, where these have been, Chelmsford. So we should have 5 towns being delivered to. And we have a new quest. Glassworks. Good day, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks a lot for your consent to a meeting. I'd like to discuss the possibility of a small investment. We plan to restore an old glassworks in the tradition of glassmaking in our region. We bought an old glassworks, and I also have several capable glassmakers with many years of experience. The master's in the business. Unfortunately, we don't have enough money to start production yet. According to our calculations, 1106 would be enough for us to repair the glassworks and pay those glass makers for the first few months. Would you like to help us with this? Well, yeah, we've got the money. Now, I remember this quest tree. It gets a bit complicated. We never finished it last time. But we're going to invest, so we appreciate the confidence in our abilities. We will do our best to make the glassworks prosper and your investment profitable. Expect that by the year, I guess there should be a number in there, we'll be able to supply the glassware shops of our region. Daniel Climb, CEO. Okay. So we can get rid of that. While we're here, we will have a look at this. So we've got 5% of our track work is currently electrified. Now, I know that we need to come up here. We're not up here. Right, so we need to electrify out of here. We can bring a train that's decided to start in Depot 8. Excuse me, I do have the tail end of this cough and cold still. So I do apologise in advance for that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to electrify. Right. Oh, this track is still purple. Right. I think we need to electrify out of here. Yes, got bonus train in any depot. Right. Let's look at, because this is our 15 wagon along train. And its orders aren't set yet. Okay. So let's go ahead. Set some orders up for this, first of all. So it's going to call it coal mine. Where does it need to deliver? The power station certainly doesn't need it. Oil industry doesn't. Now, the problem with bringing it in here is the tracks are just not long enough. We could take it into the tool works. The issue there, of course, is that we're then going to be creating coal tokens that we don't really need. You know what? We will. Just till we get the quest done, and then we can shorten the train and send it elsewhere. So we'll keep Helvel in there. Once he farms, you can close for a moment till we work out how to feed an additional town. Oh, we've got a food market here. Could we put a freight vehicle on and send food into here? I think that's possible. Yeah. What have we got sitting here? Ewing oil still. Right. What trains can we afford? We can afford an F7. Let's do it. Gonna use cash. Fuel's really low. Didn't realise quite how low, actually. Right. Orders. I'm going to hit start. Hopefully he's going to work out what he needs to be doing. Just in case, we will give him a helping hand. So he's going to go to the farm. And he's going to go to Electrification Central. And we're going to rename this train. Train becomes Ailsa Craig. Haven't had any suggestions in the comments for train names at the moment, so we are still working through our Class 60 names. But we will run out of names eventually. So when we reach that point, it's going to be a case of, do we start naming them after a different class of loco, or are you guys going to help me out with names? Merchford Goods. We need to start that vehicle. Okay. And we need something that can take food. Oh. Yeah, trambus food. That sounds good enough. Call that and call. Yeah. We'll start getting quite a few vehicles running around the town now. Just rename that quick. This is going to be our Merchford food. We can get rid of that. Right, now back to electrifying our line. I think that's going to be our main task at the moment. That's electrified. May as well electrify through here. Up here. Then up to Exeter Tool Works. Yes. Boom. That's... Really? That's electrified all the way up to here. That's awesome. Let's electrify a bit further then. Over the track. And unfortunately, we don't have enough iron tokens right now. But our little diesel, okay, could be about to solve that for us. Right. Go ahead. Move that signal temporarily. So that round. As far as we're going to get at the moment. That in. That in like that. Do nicely. Yes, bonus train available. Unfortunately, we've got a real deficit. Our fuel. I have spent 100 on vehicles. We're still at minus 26. Let's just go and have a look. What can we do about fuel supply? At the moment, Lynx oil isn't producing enough. Which in turn means that our refinery isn't producing enough. Get him out of here. We need to work out a way to get some more fuel in. Now we do have an oil well here. Question is, yeah, how do we grab that oil? Moment, yeah, that's a long way for the trains to turn around. Take a branch off there, it's gonna shorten this track even further. wonder. Could be extreme. That's okay. There. Bridge. That section. Listen on going up. Live with that. White bridge. Okay. Now this may be a bit extreme. One, two. Bridge that gap there. That gap there. Please stick with me, guys. There is madness to my method. Promise. Actually, that's not going to work at all. About that section. What we're going to need is bridge over there. That to there. That to there. Hopefully. Cool. Speed it up, get some iron tokens. Don't want to put this one tiny bit of track in without iron. There we go. Station. Not very long station. I grant you. You know what? In honour of my new collaborator on the TWNR Railroad series, I'm going to name this place Killer Ken's Oil. Can we... Freight station. Excellent. Pop that in. Extensions to the oil wells. Salinisation plant. When it does get connected up to the national grid. Which admittedly won't be yet. In the depot. Excuse me. Now, we need a loco. Can't afford an F7 this time around. We don't have the fuel. Can buy an SM42 PL 43 680 horsepower. It's slightly more powerful than the Bangle. That's all I can say for it. We can't afford it anymore. Bangle it is. Bangle it isn't. We don't want it out of here. We want it out of here. The idea being we can utilise our wagons. For some reason. Not letting us select by type. You know what? That's fine. I think that would be long enough. Orders are... Get your backside. Killer Ken's oil. And drop off at the refinery. Go. And this mighty train is going to be called I Will Haze. There we go. Get rid of that train for a moment. You know what? Get rid of these. That is a great sight. Two trains rolling out on the tracks together. Now the game is going to cry at us any minute because we're going to be running out of fuel. There we go. It wouldn't be a Mashinky series though without me running out of fuel. Let's face it. So he's doing his business. Right, so where are we delivering to? Chelmsford, Kirkcaldy, Halifax, Aberdeen, Glasgow. And for some reason we've got one fuel barrel at Merchford Central. Florence Nightingale, where are you going? literally no reason for you to be going there at all. Is there? You're delivering to the power station. Of course. We need crude oil generator there. Boom. What we also need to do is start connecting up power to our various industries and places. We've actually got power going across that island already though. Which is interesting to me. Florence Nightingale, you go away. I will Hayes. You're going to be taking some time to get there. Right. Let's continue on with our quest to get electricity to our toolworks. Well, I say electricity, I mean electric tracks to our toolworks. Right, we've got fuel tokens. Not very many, admittedly. And not very many iron tokens either. Here comes some more iron. I don't recall if there's any extensions we can do here to... No, there isn't, other than improving product storage. Which would cost 80 iron in the first place. That's something we can readily afford, fortunately, at the moment. What we'll do is speed up the game a bit. That's the 28-minute mark on this video. I think we can go a bit longer safely. Probably run it to 1975 if we have to. Let's see our fuel situation improve. Waiting for High Will Hayes to get where he needs to go. Benjamin Gimbert there, bringing in the iron. It's us there selling the iron just as quick. Our little Bangle's up to speed, as we can see, doing 43 miles an hour. And no operating tokens for 17 trains. Wow. You know, these iron trains can't come quick enough, and I have just upgraded the wrong track. Oh, Glassworks, select an option. Good day, sir. Good to see you again. It's been quite a year, quite a long time, but I have good news. Production has started and we've signed a contract with the first customer, but only a small one. We're still looking for some bigger customers and retail chains. Unfortunately, the whole project needs a lot of money, more than we expected. I'll get straight to the point. Could you invest more money in us? I can offer you a bigger share in the company. The initial investment has helped us very well in the beginning, but unfortunately the costs of marketing and finding large orders are significantly bigger. So, yeah, we can afford to invest another 4,000 in the Glassworks. You know what? We don't really need it back. let's just bring up the tool works in the top corner. I want to see where our train's got to. Why on earth are you out here? Ah, I see. Yes, you need to double back to get a route round here and down into here. Interestingly, our forestry is full of oil. And again, it's just rolling around with unused goods. Right. Let's upgrade that track. Interesting to see how far, once we've upgraded this, we've yet to go. Benjamin Gimbert, bringing in the iron. Don't know what I'm more desperate for, the iron or the fuel right now. Right, we've got there. Then get to our bridge. What are we doing up here? Materials. Coal. Now curious, were we supposed to be sending our coal train up to the steelworks? I hope not, because, well, for one thing, it certainly wouldn't fit. That's annoying. Why would you do that, game? With one piece in the middle. We are electrified down to here. Let's boop that in then. And presumably, yes, still got all the way to there. No, why would we? Lying there. Where on earth are we taking our coal train? Orders. Down here. Right. We are really struggling with the fuel. And the problem is, we've got all these trains that are using the fuel as quick as we're generating it, unfortunately. And this isn't a game like Transport Fever where we can stop the time. To generate anything. Right. Our train is now making its way. Yeah, Has transported 118. Wow. So in theory then, our little train that should come along, drop this off. Slow down a bit for that junction. He's going to drop off here. Look at that. All the crudes. All the crudes. It translates into all fuels. We are going to stick with this until the end of this year. I just want to see if we've fixed that. Right. Greetings. I have more great news for you. With the money from you, we were able to expand the production, start a glass grinding department, and hire even more glass makers. If you want your investment back, we have enough funds to repay it now. Of course, we'd be delighted if you'd remain with us as a partner. We're also interested in your rail services, mainly for the transport of sand to our works and later the transport of our products to local shops. So we can take the cash, invest and make a deal, or make a deal. Well, let's invest. Right. Sand that is mined and quarried in the region is of a high enough quality that we can use it to make glass. That's also the reason why the tradition of glass making runs so deep here. Sorry, I got distracted. In our glassworks, however, our stock of sand is slowly running out. We can't expand production without reliable supplies. Therefore, I need you to deliver more sand from the surrounding mines. I've already set up this storage space so we can start immediately. At the same time, you could also help us supply city stores with our products. So we have to deliver 250 sand there and load at least 250 goods from there. Excellent. We should be able to do that. 13 trains have been stopped for a long time. What on earth is going on here then? Right, you. Reverse. We certainly need to make some changes around here, I think. Possibly make this a four-way junction and bridge over. Because that has certainly brought us to our knees. Reckon Beacon, stop. Let's speed this up. Clear the backlog of trains. May need to do is additional signal in there. Not sure if that's going to give us enough space. There's only one way to find out. Hopefully that's going to get everything moving. All our trains are backing up. Wow. Yes. We may have made a little bit of a mess there. Right. Let's go ahead, electrify. Believe that should have electrified to the end of the tunnel now. That's got us to there. And it looks like we have turned the fuel around at least. Let's speed up time. Oh, there we go. Brecon Beacons has been stopped. Wish to clear that? I would be delighted, game. What's wrong with Brecon Beacons? Ah, yes. We need to allow Brecon Beacons to go, and by extension Wild Boar Fowl, Sasha. That was a bit of a fail. And yes, we'd certainly be waiting a long time for any iron. With the railway backed up like that. Lashes out. That may be why we actually got ahead on our fuel as well. Right. I'm going to stop it right there. 9th of January. Let's have a look. So +7 last year. Plus 150 this year. 1976. Okay, I think that's actually given us a reading for last year. 708 fuel used, 858 income. But anyway, regardless, we are back on track with our fuel. Excellent. Electricity we've got coming out of our ears, so to speak. The thing we're missing right now is the iron. And if we have a look, actually electrified all the way through to here. And this is all electrified as far as there. So we still have this branch essentially to electrify round. But I think that's well within reach of next week's video. With that, that's going to be all we've got time for in this one. So thank you very much for watching. Go check out my video on Railroads Online if you haven't already, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye for now.